Today we'll be taking a look at a Spigen Slim Armor case that has a kickstand and it's like a double layer protection case. These are among one of the more rather expensive type of phone cases for Samsung phones when it comes from Spigen. And I personally purchased this from eBay. I usually shop a lot from eBay versus Amazon due to the free shipping for the most part. And again, this was around $39.99. It's the rather more expensive one compared to the other Spigen cases with the rather basic design there. All right, so on the other side, it just kind of gives you a bit of description. You got the MagSafe compatibility here, so wireless charging, you are good to go. And the air cushion technology here, which are the little bumpers on the corners. We'll get to that in a moment there, okay? So this is also available for the S25 Ultra if you were interested in that, which I'm looking to get myself. And before putting this on, I want to just kind of show you the layers of this case. Now, first things first, there is going to be this little opening here where the power button is and the volume keys is. This could also mean that little tiny lint and dirt can fall into that easily. Then on the inside, it has that extra padding here compared to that other case. I forgot the name of it. It's also from Spigen. It had that little short little kickstand there. I don't know, some of you might know of it. And it seems very thick for the most part, very thick. And the flexibility, now you're gonna notice that the case is gonna pop apart, like this part here. That's gonna come out. So this here, that won't really happen if you have it on the phone itself, but I'm just kind of giving you a little quick tour of the case itself before putting it on. All right, so here, and you can see the little opening here, there, and then all of these here, all right? So to apply it, of course, it's a single piece, so easily slide your S24 Ultra into this here. And there you go, very easy, easy, easy. All right, so first thing to note, every edge and corner is gonna have that little bump layer higher than the display. So if it falls flat on the floor, the glass won't get hit, but of course, if it hits on a glass area, it's gonna get hit, all right? Just saying that. You can see there's this little bump here, right there, if you can make it out, okay? So buttons wise, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So easy click, has a nice click feel to it. And then swiping up here, bringing up the volume. The only thing is you're gonna have to kind of memorize these little ridges here on the buttons to know which one is the power button versus the volume keys. Other cases would have that little bump there. Like for example, this one here is a Caseology case here. This, you can memorize the buttons here. You'll know that the longer one is the volume versus the power button here. Whereas this, it's like it's flushed against the side there. So you have to memorize the feel for it. This one has more ridges, whereas the volume keys is up there. So that's one of the negatives about it. Maybe for you, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so volume keys has that little nice click feel to it. So very tactile and clicky, okay? Now on the back part here, the camera area, you can see well protected. Even between every camera, that's also well protected, which is how I like it. Especially the inside part. If you have a camera that's light colored, you'll notice that if you're recording something, the reflection tends to show on the glass area or whatnot, like a white phone, whatever, that's gonna show, and sometimes you don't want your camera to show. You wanna get that all black there, but you got that little area right here shown here. But it's well protected, so falling flat on the back won't hit your cameras, so you are on the good part there. And again, all the parts that are coming off there before won't come off. All right, now let's talk about the kickstand. I prefer this kickstand compared to the other one, and has a nice, hard, stiff feel to it, which I like. You know, it doesn't just fall back down, and it seems that it won't come off or break off easy. And I got that little area here where you can just slide your fingernail there, or just use that little grip of your fingertip and pop it out. And it goes about this far back here, so don't let it, go down. So it's gonna have a rather more facing you rather kind of angle there. So it's gonna be like this view here. So if you got something to prop it up from the back to have a rather more straight there, but it's just rather gonna be more of an upward kind of view to it. All right, so like that there. All right, now if I recommend this case, if you want the kickstand, the extra protection, definitely yes. And if you're someone that use wireless charging more than the plugging in of the USB-C, definitely go for it. It's a trusted brand. I've been using Spigen cases for years, had many Samsung phones, and it's either the Spigen case or the Caseology cases, which they're both the same company, if you never knew that, okay? And all in all, great. Well protection on the corner here, even where the S Pen is, that there you got that little extra bump there. That's gonna prevent it from hitting the pen versus if it falls down. So this has this layer here on the bottom part, whereas the top has that layer there. Now you wanna make sure you snap this in properly and that it stays that way, okay? But everything else is quite open. Even with the USB-C, you know, it doesn't have that small area to plug it in, so you have larger cables can go into that area there. And the S Pen is easily accessible without having to worry of anything. All right, so that's that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've been looking to get a case for your S24 or the S25 Ultra, definitely check this one out. Again, it's this one here, and that is that. Like and sub.